Alrighty, so here's a quick hit video on conservation. Again, these videos are designed to give you some training within a 10-minute time span. This is not a replacement for actual learning by doing. The best way to learn this job is to do the job, but we're here to provide you some training so that as you're getting into the business, getting fixed in the business, or staying on focus in the business, you have these trainings that are available to you. Again, every morning we do this for about 15 minutes to keep fresh, to keep on point, and to stay in community. But these videos are also designed to help you in your business. So we're going to talk about conservation this morning. I've got my notes here and you here. So if you see me go back and forth, just trying to stay on script. This is a training that is actually originally done back in August of 2021. Straight out of the notes and the archives on a training for conservation, I have 10 tips for you to have better persistency in your business. Tip number 1, track your lapses. This is the easiest part of the process. You get an email that says Miss Betty Johnson has lapsed her policy. Get out your legal pad, notepad, Google Sheet, whatever it takes. Write it down. Get one of those little leather-bound books from Target. Write it down. Whatever you do, it starts here. If you don't write down your lapses, how do you know they lapsed? Number 2, follow up with them after your weekly goal. So what do I mean by that? Follow up with your lapses after you've achieved your production goal for the week. If you're going to save the business, you got to go see the business. If you sold it in person, try to conserve it in person. So you've got all of your lapses written down. You've gotten your 5K knocked out by Thursday. Take Friday, take that list of lapses, go out and see them, and see if you can get them back on the books. Now, ideally, you want to get them back with the policy you've already written. Secondarily to that, rewrite them with somebody else, but only rewrite somebody once. If they're going to lapse twice with you, they're going to keep lapsing with you, and it isn't worth multiple lapses. Tip number 3, the best way to address a chargeback is to charge back and write more business. Oftentimes, the agents that deal with the biggest debt are the agents that aren't consistently producing enough business. If you're only out there writing $1,200 a week, $2,000 a week, $2,500, the chargebacks are going to feel a lot worse. But if you're out there writing $500, $600, $7,500 a week, the chargebacks are almost inconsequential to you. So tip number 3 to addressing conservation problems is write more frickin' business. Get out there, stay focused, stay on task, buy your leads, get on the call, get in the field, do the daily activities necessary, and the conservation can come second. Now again, we're not ignoring it altogether because obviously that we're training on it, but the first things first is production first. Tip number 4, the more you write, the more you're going to lose. I know that sounds silly, then why the hell would I write more business? But here's the truth. The bigger weeks you have, the bigger problems you're going to have. The more business you write, the more fall off you're going to write. That's just the natural order of things. So when you write more, you have to be prepared more. As you're more prepared, you can follow up more and continue these same methods. But don't think just because you're writing $400K a year, you aren't going to face a few thousand, maybe 10, 20,000 of conservation problems. That's just how the business works. Best correlation I can give you, big retail stores, Walmart, Target, etc., they actually budget and expect shrinkage. What is shrinkage? It's people stealing from their store. They also expect some degree of chargebacks and issues on that end, but they budget for theft. If they can budget for theft, you can budget for some conservation problems. Tip number 5, to preventing lapse problems. Don't oversell the client. Hard closing is not final expense closing. Worst one you could possibly ever say when it comes to closing. The insurance company needs to think about it too. That's a lie. That's an absolute total lie. You're sitting there on an e-application. The e-application just said they're approved. The insurance company doesn't have to think about anything. You're doing a bad job establishing need, want, and trust and closing solid business. The 30-day free look close. The they need to think about it close. The let's just get it and go over it later close. All of those are not closes. You are purchasing your own personal chargeback. So don't oversell, don't hard close, and recognize that some people aren't meant to be closed. Sometimes you just need to walk away, not from everything, but some clients as well. And number 6, have compassion over commission. If you go into the home looking to see how much you can make off of them, if you go into the home and before you even leave the home, you're calculating your commissions, you need to correct your mindset. Go into the home looking to put them in a better policy. Go into the home looking to insure someone who isn't covered. Go into the home looking to treat it as 15 presentations and everything will work out. Don't go into the home with a commission breath. If they know that you're desperate for a sale, they're not going to buy. It's just bad vibes in the sale. If they know that you're in there making money off of them, they're more likely to cancel what you sold them. So go into the home with a clear conscience, go into the home with compassion instead of commission, and you will close and keep more business. That's a quick hit on conservation this morning. This is a topic that could go on for an inordinate amount of time, but I wanted to give you some basic information in under 10 minutes so that you can learn and then learn by doing.